Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and today I'm here with possibly the weirdest news I've heard all year. Now, you guys know that I have a love-hate relationship with the video game 40 Winks. You can check out the Let's Play and the retrospective Let's Play on my channel. It is a game developed by Eurocom, who unfortunately aren't around anymore, and published by, I believe, GT Interactive. And Piko Interactive, which is a team that they are involved with like retro gaming and stuff like that, they have decided to put together a Kickstarter for the Nintendo 64 version of 40 Winks, but not just the Nintendo 64 version, also a Steam version, so essentially PC, and then if the stretch goal happens, a DreamCast version. Now this is just, it's straight up bizarre. Before I get into more of the details, I'll just point out that it had a $25,000 AU goal. It has now crushed that. It is already made over $138,000. I'll probably will back this project because, yeah, I mean, you know, I definitely should. I'm more interested in it from just a sheer like collector's perspective, because I don't even own an N64. There's information on who Piko Interactive are. Piko Interactive is a game developer and publisher focusing on retro gaming. We actively develop and produce new games for old consoles. So yeah, you can check out their website, which I'll link in the description. Then we've got Kickstarter information about it, why they've chosen to pick Kickstarter, funds, allocation, all this. This is all available on the website. I'm just sort of running through it. One of the things that makes this very interesting to me is that the N64 version was actually like sort of an unreleased beta was released. An unreleased beta was released. That's the truth. It was released like over a year ago. I know Zindictive, my friend Zindictive had played it. I had like seen some of the cutscenes. Here's some of the cutscenes now. Look, basically they did not have the FMV version from the PS1 version. So essentially you're getting a worse version of the game. The only feature that the N64 version does better or differently is that there's a co-op mode, but apparently that was very glitchy and not even glitchy, more so than like frame related problems. 40 Winks is going to be the very first N64 game released after the console was discontinued in 2003. There have not been any homebrew, indie, or unreleased games produced officially since then, apparently. That is very interesting. I remember there was an episode of Good Game I watched, this like Australian gaming TV show, and there was like a game released on the Dreamcast or something like that, like years later. This breaks that record, that's for sure. Then we've got the different versions of the prizes or the rewards here. So these are the first two. The regular version is a 40 Winks Grey game pack compatible with the N64 console, a color cardboard box and insert, and a manual. So that's really cool. Then you've got a special version which includes a colored game pack compatible with the N64 console, special edition poster, and some special edition artwork as well. Then there's some stretch goals here. So they made the first stretch goal and the second goal, 60,000 US, a 40 Winks controller, which is pretty damn cool. 100,000, a rough or tumble, you can pick one of them, 8-inch plush, which is that's actually pretty damn cool. 125,000 is a special edition soundtrack. Now the soundtrack was done by old mate Steve Duckworth, and he does some great stuff. He does the Spyro Heroes Tale soundtrack, he's done Crash Bash soundtrack, and plenty more. He's quite well known. He's a very successful guy, so hopefully he gets a bit of a kickback from this soundtrack as well. And I hope that the Eurocom employees, I should reach out to Eurocom and actually see what they think about this, because I would love to know what they think. It's very interesting. It's like all the details aren't fully out there yet, like, because for example the N64 was a weird console that had so little data because it was a cartridge. Like the CDs are so much better. Like, I'm not going to make this a N64 versus PS1 debate, but at the end of the day, the N64 was an inferior console in terms of space. You can maybe not argue at another metrics, but in space, in terms of what you could store on a disc, nowhere near as good. At $200,000, they're going to be doing a Dreamcast version of the game. They'll make a port of 40 Winks for the Sega Dreamcast, Sega, whatever. We will use the FMV story sequences of the PS1 version and will incorporate the N64 co-op feature. This will be an add-on for backers. So that's very, very interesting to me. I have no idea, the Dreamcast, that is just strange to me. For the different goals here that you can reach, you can select these rewards. There's, oh gee, limited left, so they've done an incredible job. I'll probably end up, see when I get paid this week from work. I don't know. I'm tempted to get like the big one, you know, like $100 one or something like that. But it's not cheap. The $44 one's gone, and the $85 one's gone as well. And right is $130 gone too. Damn, selling out. All right, so we've got some frequently asked questions as well. The game can't be region free, but we cannot achieve that. Backers will be able to pick the region. That's a bit annoying. If you shouldn't, you know, but yeah, that's the thing. Now you're going to be using it on old hardware. I would rather the PC officially, you know, PC port, because I just think that would be a lot easier, because then yeah, you'd be able to just play it on the computer. But I guess this is like, it is sort of playing into the whole nostalgic audience that do want to, you know, get their old N64 out again and have a good time. Yeah, so you get additional stuff. Like, I'll let you guys read through all of it. It's interesting. It's a native port to the Dreamcast, which means the game will not be emulated, but completely developed from the ground up on Dreamcast. This will be a one-to-one port, picking the best features of the PS4 and N64 version. That to me doesn't seems like it could be a gigantic risk. I'm hoping though that if the Dreamcast version does actually get backed, then what that means is that will be the version that will be placed on Steam, because yeah, the game will be on Steam. I'm just going to check whether let's see. Whoa. So if you select the $8 tier, you'll get a digital PC version of 40 Winks when it's available on Steam. So will that be the Dreamcast version? These are the questions that we need to get the answers for, and we will get them soon. However, I'm very, very excited about this, because 40 Winks was a childhood memory of mine. You know, it's good memories and frustrating memories and everything. But look, it's going to be a lot of fun. But I will say this: a lot of people that are just getting it for like nostalgic reasons and haven't actually played 40 Winks, they're going to be in for a treat. And when I mean treat, I mean they're going to be starting to say, this is the Dark Souls of gaming, like they did with Crash. Like, you think Crash is a hard game? 40 Winks can be so frustrating, in part because the controls are kind of average. But yeah, it's not the greatest game, but 40 Winks, fantastic. Thanks for watching, guys. Go back if you want, or not. It's your choice. See you later.
The FBI is on their way here right now to arrest me, and I'm sure they'll love to meet you too. They'll find us both and arrest us both. And that path doesn't lead to the City of Gold, does it?